Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlickers, shills, devils, serfs, peasants, vassals, minions, meat sacks. I'm a useful idiot. Welcome. And let's talk about ISIS in Israel. And I was spurred to do this video because Deke Jackson, someone I very much enjoy here on YouTube, put out a video discussing an idea about why ISIS hasn't attacked Israel. And of course, it jarred my memory and my senses because I did a video several years back that did fairly well about how come Al-Qaeda had never attacked Israel. And at that time, I just presented the idea of why Al-Qaeda had never attacked Israel, and I let people decide for themselves. But we've kind of gone past that now. So we know that there are reasons why Al-Qaeda hasn't attacked Israel. And there are now reasons why ISIS also does not attack Israel. And it's a peculiar thought because the fact that jihadis, I mean, supposedly part of their stereotype and their profile that we've been fed for decades is the idea that every jihadi at the heart of this just hates Israel and they want to kill Jews. And so it just goes against the grain to find out that Al-Qaeda has all these other targets and ISIS has all these other targets besides Israel. And the fact that, once again, that Al-Qaeda has been around for quite some time now, and now even ISIS has been around for quite some time now, and they can't make an effort to carry out terrorist attacks against Israel, either on a small scale or a large one. And in fact, like I've alluded to in the Al-Qaeda video, why these jihadis would spend all these gargantuan efforts, theoretically, to attack the United States when their sworn enemy Israel is right there. They don't really have to go too far. And why haven't they taken a plane and driven it into the Israeli parliament or something like that? It seems like a no-brainer that if everything was as is stated in public about Al-Qaeda and ISIS were true, then we would have seen something like this. And like I say, I did a video about Al-Qaeda, and that was 3 years ago, and there still hasn't been any real Al-Qaeda per se attacks on Israel. And now we have to ask that same question about why ISIS doesn't attack Israel. And of course, the obvious answer is that, as we know, Saudi Arabia, Israel, and Turkey have everything to do with ISIS and everything to do with Al-Qaeda, just like the United States. And so the U.S. and Western narrative about Al-Qaeda and now ISIS is derailed by the fact that we see no attacks on Israel. It's a legitimate and dramatic question, and if you can't answer it, then the possible answers are going to be very uncomfortable. And we've even had Al-Qaeda and Al-Nusra Front specifically recently say they have no interest whatsoever on international attacks anymore, and the United States is not a target, although they might have changed their mind now that they're getting bombed. But ISIS, in spite of claims of having these international intentions, we haven't really seen anything. It's usually rogue elements that just declare that they have an affinity with ISIS. It's not necessarily any kind of attack that's actually organized at the heart of the ISIS organization. So it's pretty easy for them to affiliate themselves with ISIS. So anyway, I'd love to hear the comments below about anybody who wants to talk about why ISIS doesn't attack Israel, and this idea that Al-Qaeda and ISIS do not attack Israel because they're afraid of what will happen to them. I remind them to take a look at what's going on in Syria and Iraq now, and I don't think they really have that much more to fear than what they're experiencing now, certainly from the Russians. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.